Hey y'all, Gilda Cobb-Hunter here. Congratulations on reaching this milestone, graduating from the Modjeska School. I want you to know what a great opportunity it is for me to be here via Zoom and just be able to chat with you for a couple of minutes about what you've done and to really thank you for taking the time to learn more about South Carolina's other kind of history and learn about the Progressive Network and the progressive movement here in South Carolina. I'm sure some of y'all were surprised, and particularly if, like me, you came here from another state when you heard that there was a progressive movement here in South Carolina. I am proud to say that I am one of the original members. Brad and Becky says that I am a co-founder. I think my dear friend, the late Rep. Joe Neal, was the real co-founder, but at any rate, because of the work that the network does, I am proud to associate myself with it and just really want you to know that the value of what you have learned these last several sessions, learning about civil rights, about social justice, about how it works here in South Carolina, is something that I hope you will remember, but not just remember it. If we are really to make change in South Carolina, we are going to have people like you who are willing, first and foremost, to learn what they don't know, and then who are willing to take that learning and share it. And so I applaud you for your interest, for your commitment in sticking with it and being here today, graduating. And so if I could switch hats, and I am a legislator. For those of you who don't know, I have had the honor and privilege of representing House District 66 for the last 29 years in the South Carolina House. And as a legislator, I can't tell you how valuable it is to have the Progressive Network as the consistent voice of progressives in South Carolina. The network has been the go-to place for me when I am looking at issues about social justice, equal justice, you name it. If it's an issue that will improve the lives of working people here in South Carolina, I can count on the network from the standpoint of research, policy, just anecdotal, just putting me in touch with real people who have actually experienced the issue that I am working on. And so it's invaluable to me as a resource for legislation that interests me. I am all about working people, and the network has done that. And I have to say, when we came to, my husband and I moved here to South Carolina, Modjeska Simpkins was still alive. And I was an admirer then. I just liked her grit. I liked her plain spokenness. I liked her fierceness and her fearlessness. She was the kind of woman who would say what she had to say. In the words of the civil rights struggle, she made it plain. And you really were clear on what she said and what she meant by what she said. I really wish there were more Modjeska Simpkins in this state and in this country. I want to challenge you. You're graduating today, but I want to challenge you to say, what are you going to do with that knowledge? And I'll put in a plug for membership in the Progressive Network. For those of us who have been around for a minute, we welcome new voices to this work. We welcome new faces to the struggle. You came and you entered through the Modjeska Simpkins School. I don't know how many of you are actual members or have contemplated becoming members of the Progressive Network, but in order for us to be effective and keep growing the movement, we've got to have new voices and additional bodies to help do the work. So my challenge to you is to take what you've learned from the Modjeska School and to join the Progressive Network and help us with this work, help us with this struggle. Because y'all, I'm here to tell you, as my grandma used to say, it's more than a notion. When you take on causes that are not popular, and that's the one thing I like about the network. There are a lot of organizations who work on what they call social justice issues, and they may do it for a minute and then something else more fashionable comes along and they drop it. What I can truly say about the Progressive Network is that it is the only organization that I am aware of here in South Carolina that has consistently, for the last 25 years, worked on progressive causes, worked on progressive issues, really employed this notion of agitate, agitate, agitate. I am beginning to ramble, so I'm going to stop at this point and end my comments to you by saying congratulations again. I am so very proud of all of you. There is much work to do. I hope that you agree and will roll up your sleeves and get her done, because we are living in some different times, some real transformative times. I believe that these times now call for an organization like the Progressive Network to finally push over the finish line some of the things that we have been working on for 20, 25 years, trying to get it done. Bottom line is the South Carolina Progressive Network has made a difference, and with your help and your involvement, will continue to make a difference for working people here in South Carolina. Take care, good luck, and thanks for allowing me to join you. Bye.